So this is a video of Marvin with Thelma. And she has injured her front paw. So Marvin, what does it seem like to you that she's injured? The joint?
Something in the joint seems to be off a little bit, so I'm doing some stretches and testing to see where it's out, and trying to stretch it the opposite direction to kind of bring it back into balance.
Great. And this is Thelma, and her sister's name is Louise. And Louise had a stroke in 1st of June, and Marvin brought her back to health completely. Her head was on backwards, and now she's completely, but you can see that Thelma's hurting a little bit. And when it's appropriate, one of the things that I found is that Thelma has been a very responsible, loving dog to me, and has carried some of my energy. And the left side, of course, is feminine, and I've had an issue with a woman. And just even standing up to her, being able to find my own self-worth, standing into my own self-worth. When it's appropriate, I'm going to see if you can actually muscle test to see if she's holding energy for me. But we'll wait until we see what happens with that. And there's an open house here at the center, so there's a lot of activity. And she usually, when she comes in and works with Marvin, it's very quiet and she goes sound asleep right away. So now she's actively engaged in noticing everything around her, which may produce a more interesting healing because she's paying attention to everything. I may have to get her a TREAT.
Yeah. You are being good, Thelma. You're being really good.
So Thelma is 13 and a half. And of course, you know, it is a possibility that she does have arthritis, but I don't think that's it. What do you think when you've muscle tested her?
You know, it's hard to know.
It's hard.
Yeah.
And she's been doing pretty good, but she jumped down a couple different places. And despite me trying not to let her jump down, she did.
It's okay.
You know, you can do it if you want. You have to wear step. Don't step on the spine and bony landmarks. Yeah. These are on the liver and the kidney. Yeah, or you can do it like one foot at a time. Oh, yeah.
And Marvin also does remote with pets, because when Louise had her stroke,
it's okay. Lay down.
He did a remote with Louise, and the stroke stopped the minute he started the remote. So
it's okay. It's all right.
So she's in a little extra pain tonight. But she's a pretty cute doggy.
Yeah.
Now she's getting relaxed. So do you have a way of asking her if she's holding that energy for me?
don't think so. I think she landed wrong when she jumped off.
Okay. But dogs do sometimes carry the energy of their
owner,
master.
Yep, they're very intuitive, and they pick up on our emotions.
And sometimes I notice that Thelma, when things had gotten too heavy, too much for me, she took it on. And we've taken care of that. But I know that I was told that it's her choice. And so you can't say, oh, poor dog, I wish you wouldn't do that, because it is her choice to be a loving pet in that way. Maybe Louise will come around behind you.
It's all testing good now, so we'll have to see how she does.
Okay, good. So
she's not. Before, when I scrolled, she was pulling away from me and jumping, and now I'm squeezing the whole thing, and nothing, no jumping at all.
Right. So that was about a 6-minute, 7-minute treatment.
Yeah.
And so I'm, as I close this video, I will post your name, phone number, address, everything that goes along with this, with the hope that people will bring their pets to come see Marvin. Thank you.